from the studios of the Islamic Broadcasting Network here in my Caribbean island of Trinidad with a greeting of peace as we attempt to respond to questions which have been posed by my learned friend, the Seeker. I greet all of you in the community of the Seeker, as well as all of you in Russia and in the Eastern Orthodox world. Seeker has sent a number of questions to me which are very important questions, and we need a scholarly response that would hopefully help to bring about a better understanding of the viewpoint of Islam on the problems which have been presented to us. Number one, this is his first question. You have said many times that the Quran differentiates between the Orthodox Christians or Rome and Christians who ally themselves with the Jews or the Western Christian denominations. And Seeker wants to know, is that a personal and original opinion of yours, or have there been other Muslim scholars who have made that distinction? In practical terms, how likely is it that a Muslim scholar today, how likely is it for a Muslim scholar today to make a distinction between the spiritual heir of the Christian Roman Empire and the spiritual heir of the Frank or the French Crusaders? My answer is that I am unaware of any prominent Islamic scholar who has given the views which I have given on this subject. I came to the understanding of the verses of the Quran on this subject in consequence of pioneering the branch of knowledge which we describe as Islamic eschatology. But as I have explained the Quran on the subject of the two different Christian views, Islamic view of Christianity, number one, the Orthodox Christians or Rome, which the Quran speaks of in a very positive way. And indeed, I have recognized that when the Quran says that there will be a Christian people who will show the greatest love and affection for you Muslims in time to come, I have recognized that to be Orthodox Christianity or Rome. And on the other hand, a Christian people who would form friendship and alliance with the Jews. And this is condemned by the Quran, and we are, as Muslims, prohibited from maintaining any kind of friendship or alliance with such Christians. This understanding of the Quran came as a consequence of my studies in Islamic eschatology. And it is by Allah's kindness and grace that I am pioneering this branch of knowledge today. Christians and Jews have a long history in Jewish eschatology, in Christian eschatology, but we do not have that in Islamic eschatology because the subject has been studied as part of hadith or the traditions of the Prophet ﷺ, and never as an independent branch of knowledge. And so yes, the answer is, at this point in time, I do not know of any other prominent scholar of Islam who holds this view that I have. But the good news is that as I have taught the subject and explained the Quran, wherever my words have reached very large numbers of Muslims around the world, have accepted my views and are in agreement with me. The dissenting views have been much, much smaller than those who have embraced my views as correct and valid. And the momentum is in this direction of greater and greater acceptance of the views which I have expressed. And so the second question is, how likely is a Muslim scholar today to make that distinction between those who are the spiritual heirs of the Holy Roman Empire or the Orthodox Christian world and the Western Christianity? The answer is, I believe that tomorrow the world is going to witness greater and greater Muslim acceptance of this distinction and acceptance of the validity of the explanation of the Quran which I have given. There has been no significant scholarly criticism of my view by any prominent scholar of Islam in the world. While there has not been acceptance, on the other hand, there has not been any rejection by any prominent scholar. If there is such a rejection, it has not reached me, it is not in the public domain, it may be expressed privately. But the good news is that there has been no prominent scholar who has rejected. While they have not accepted, they have not rejected. And so I believe that the momentum is on this side, that eventually more and more Muslims, including scholars of Islam who are going to come tomorrow, are going to agree with this distinction. Namely, that the Quran identifies Orthodox Christians in particular, but that does not exclude Christians from the Western world as well, who will be the greatest friends, who will have the greatest love and affection for Muslims in time to come. Distinguishing between these Christians and the other Christians who have made an alliance with the Jews, which today is called the Zionist Alliance, the Judeo-Christian Zionist Alliance, which has NATO as its military arm. This one the Quran has denounced and declared that whosoever, you are not allowed, the Quran prohibits you from maintaining friendly ties with such Christians, prohibits you. And whosoever turns to such Christians, which is in Washington, in London, in Paris, whoever turns to those Christians with friendship and alliance now belong to them, you've left the world of Islam. This is what the Quran has said, and this, I believe, is going to be accepted more and more by the world of Muslims tomorrow.